Alright guys, today we're going to talk about moon phase prediction, and we're going to go back and we're going to review locating a particular moon phase around a moon, earth, sun model. Okay, so we're going to start with that review, and then we're going to talk about the moon phase prediction activity that you have today. So in this question it says to label the 8 moon phases, and it wants to know which moon phase is located at position 6. So here we see that our sun is located right here, and here is the earth. So anytime we have a moon phase between the sun and the earth, that is always going to be our new moon. And then remember that we are going to go counterclockwise. So I have waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon. The full moon and the new moon should always be in a straight line going across. And then I'm going to keep going. I have a waning gibbous, a third quarter, and then a waning crescent. So if I'm looking at which moon phase is in position 6, that is going to be the new moon. Okay, our next question asks us to do the same thing, label all 8 moon phases, and then see which moon phase is in position 5. So I want you to pause the video, and I want you to see if you can figure out which moon phase is in position 5. Okay, so we're going to start with our new moon between the sun and the earth. We're going to go counterclockwise. So I have a waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent, and if I'm looking at position 5, that's going to be the waning gibbous. Okay, this last question asks us to label all the moon phases again, and then it asks us to identify the moon phase in location 1. So again, we're going to find the moon phase that's between the sun and the earth, and that is going to be our new moon. We're going to go around counterclockwise. So I have a waxing crescent, a first quarter, a waxing gibbous, a full moon, a waning gibbous, a third quarter, and a waning crescent. So if I'm looking at position 1, that is going to be the first quarter moon phase. Alright, so today we're going to talk about predicting the moon phases and when I might see the next moon phase. So when we look at this, we have a pretty generic model that I want you to just draw on a scratch piece of paper. This is something that's going to help you with the activity that you're about to do. So we have our Earth and our Sun, and then we're just going to draw the 4 main moon phases. We're not going to draw all 8 of them right now. And so in between the sun and the earth, we always have the new moon. And then we're going to go counterclockwise. So this would be the first quarter. This would be a full moon. And this would be a third quarter. So when we talk about predicting moon phases on a calendar per se, we really only look at these 4 main moon phases. But we know that it takes the moon approximately 1 month to go all the way around the earth. So if I'm going to go from new moon all the way around the earth back to a full moon, back to a new moon, it's going to take me approximately 1 month. So if I'm looking at 4 main moon phases, I know that it's going to take me approximately 1 week between each one. So to go from a new moon to a first quarter, that's going to take 1 week. To go from a first quarter to a full moon, that will take 1 week. To go from a full moon to a third quarter, that will take 1 week. And then to go to a third quarter to a new moon, that will take 1 week. So if the question says, today I see a new moon, when will I see the next full moon? I would come to this diagram and I would say it's going to take me 1 2 weeks. But what if the question says, today I see a third quarter moon, and when will I see the next full moon? I can't just go 1 week backwards. I have to go all the way around counterclockwise through the other moon phases to get to that full moon. So it would be 1, 2, 3 weeks. So what does that look like on your activity that you have today? So I have kind of put your first question, your start card, right here for you to be able to see. And it says, if there is a third quarter moon on November 2nd, what is the approximate date of the next full moon? So I'm going to put just a TQ right here because I know that that's my third quarter, and I want to know when I'm going to see the next full moon. So I'm going to go ahead and draw just a mini version of that model. So I have the Earth, the Sun, the new moon, the first quarter, full moon, third quarter. And I want to go from third quarter to full moon. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 weeks. So when I do that on my calendar, I'm going to do the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3 weeks. So my answer is going to be around November 23rd. And it may be November 24th. It could be November 22nd. It's going to be give or take a day or two around the date that you're able to calculate using this simple method. And so what you're going to do on your activity today is you are going to just use this calendar and your model that you drew to predict when I would see the next moon phase that it asks for on the calendar. If you have any questions, let us know.